So I've been learning to play the ukulele for 4 months now, and this is going to be a video of me just showing my progression over that time. I'm going to start with a video which was filmed in the first couple of days of learning the ukulele. From that video you could see the changes weren't very smooth, it was all a bit clunky and there was a lot of ringing. Now, however, I think I can do that tune without really even thinking about it. So one of the first things I learned was just basic strumming and the 4 basic chords, which those 4 chords I can do now pretty much just without thinking. And then I started to learn some more advanced strumming techniques rather than just straight down, so up and down. And then I learned probably my favourite sound that there is on the ukulele, which is the chuck, which is. And then I learned to put that into strumming patterns, so down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up. So now I can pretty much just chuck at any point. So one of the first songs that I learned, and it also had a chuck in it, was the 5 Years Time by Noah and the Whale. See if I can still do it. So I have learnt more than just the 4 basic chords, but I can only use them in certain areas. So for example, I could be playing anywhere on the ukulele and easily go to a G, a C, A or an F, but sort of like going to the other chords that I've learned is a little bit trickier. So if I go to C to A minor, to be honest, I can't even remember what all the chords are actually called. I just know where my fingers need to go if I want to play it. So that's like a backwards G. I'm sure that's not what it's called. And that's like a backwards F as well. And this is like a Jesus 2 or some weird thing. But in certain songs you need to play those ones, and I can use them. It's just a transitioning from like a G to a backwards G is certainly not smooth, so I definitely need to learn the transitioning. Yeah, I also need to look as well. Yeah, so I've also learned a bit of finger picking, which sounds a little bit like this. But that's still not smooth. We can do the finger picking like on one note, it's just the transitions. See, they're not quite smooth yet. There's always a bit of a buzz or a slight gap in it. So that's something I definitely need to work on. So I also learned to pluck more than one string at a time and then transition into doing some finger picking afterwards. It sounds like this. So I've also learned a few fingerpicking songs as well. One of the trickier ones is the Here Comes the Sun, because you've got to strum 3 strings and then go into fingerpicking. So you're switching between fingerpicking and strumming, which is, I found, tricky. So it should sound a little like this. So I've also been learning how to make the ukulele into a bit of a drum kit, by sort of hitting it as you play, or flicking it to get a bit of a drum beat. But yeah, I'm still learning that, but I really like that. That's one of my favourite things to do. And I also like that because that hit, strum, chuck, flick, that little pattern and the chords I made up myself. Not that it's that difficult, I mean, I'm sure someone's probably already found that pattern. It's not the most difficult, but yeah, I'm pleased with it because made it up myself anyway. So the other thing, the last couple of days, is I've been trying to learn the finger slide, which is when you play a note and slide your finger down to another note. So like that. Don't know if you can hear that. Bit like that. So if you're playing in a song, it should sound a little like this. The other thing I've just started to learn yesterday was trying to move your hand all over the uke. So start at the top and go back here, which I'm finding very difficult, but so it should sound like this. Nearly there. So that's definitely a work in progress. So another thing I've been trying to learn is to play really fast, so to strum really fast, which I've had to change my strumming technique a little bit. So it sounds a little bit like this. Sounds a bit more noise than anything, I think, at the moment. So that is my progress after 4 months. I'm really enjoying it, and we'll see what the next 4 months brings.